If you're selling orthodontic treatment and not using the system in this video, you're losing money hand over fist. Hey orthodontists, my name is Keaton Walker, and in this video we're going to go over a system that will allow you to flood your practice in the next 2 weeks with qualified leads and patients without spending a dime on ads. You heard me right. In the next 2 weeks, I have a system that can flood your practice with qualified patients without spending a dime on ads. If that sounds interesting enough to you that you'd like to book a call right now, go ahead and do that below this video. But if not, you can keep watching. As I mentioned before, my name's Keaton Walker. The company I co-founded is called OrthoPatients. My business partner and I have spent the last 3 years perfecting a modern day marketing process to attract and start orthodontic patients from your local area specifically. The last 2 years alone, this system has done over $10 million in orthodontic revenue from our clients and affiliates, and that's growing every single day. I can almost hear you wondering, what's the difference between what you're offering and what I'm currently doing? First, let me ask you a couple questions. Number one, is what you're already doing for marketing actually working? And number two, if it is working, how much money are you actually collecting from your marketing efforts every single month? For example, maybe you're working with an ad agency. They're running Facebook ads for you. Do you know how much you're getting as an ROI every single month? What about your website? You probably put a lot of money into it. Is it actually helping grow your business? Third, do you know what your team's response time is and response rate is for new marketing inquiries that come in through these different channels? And do you know your show up rates from all of these different marketing channels as well? So what I'm trying to get at here is that spray and pray marketing doesn't work anymore. If you don't have a defined digital marketing system that you're being intentional about, you simply can't predictably grow your practice. Now, with that said, there are two primary things that keep you from reaching your practice marketing goals. Number one, not knowing your numbers or just not caring about your numbers. And number two, lack of knowledge on how to actually get new patients in the door. So this brings me to the difference between the old way and the new way of marketing your practice. The old way of doing things is hiring a marketing company and just praying it works out. Or alternatively, you can just throw random chunks of money at different marketing events, maybe some Facebook boosted posts here. Oh, we'll hire somebody to post on our Instagram there. Those types of things, all in this disjointed marketing program, doesn't end up working in the long term, or the short term for that matter. So let me tell you about this new way now. We call this the sync strategy, and it has 3 different parts. So step 1 in the sync strategy is to get a platform that centralizes all marketing communication and tracking for your practice. I'm talking Facebook, Instagram, Google, website leads, texting, calls, everything in one spot. We just released a software solution that does exactly this, and I can't stress how crucial it is. Not only does LeadFlow allow you to see all the messages in a central location, but it allows you to track where each one of those came from, as well as what's been said to each of them in their individual conversations. It's huge. So this software is like having one sink where all the water or leads from your marketing channels can flow into. And that leads me to number 2, which is all of the different faucets flowing into your sink. So now that you've got one spot to track everything, you just need to focus on each faucet pouring into the sink individually. So how can you turn this one up so more water starts flowing in, and then this one, and then this one? So for example, let's go to the Google faucet and focus on how we can start getting more leads from Google flowing into our sink. Next, let's go to Facebook and turn that one up, then Instagram, then our website, then retargeting our old leads who didn't close and putting them back in the sink so we can start following up with them again. This is huge. Again, we need one centralized place to get all of this information, and then we need to focus on each channel individually so that it starts flowing into that. That brings me to step 3, which is the most labor intensive of all of these. It's not the hardest, but it does take the most energy, and that's actually getting the leads to show up. Lucky for you here at OrthoPatients, not only do we turn on all of the faucets so you can start getting more leads in your sink, but we take those leads and we place them on your schedule for you so you don't have to worry about it. So if someone messages your practice or submits their information, we get on the phone with them right away, place them on your schedule using a team of highly trained American scheduling coordinators. So isn't that cool how it all flows together? We've got the sync, the centralized place to get all of this information, all of these leads gathered in one place. And then we've got all of the faucets that are turned on individually, which we can do for you. And then we take the leads that flow through each of those faucets, we place them on your schedule, and all you have to do is close them. And that's really it, folks. This is the secret to get off the marketing treadmill you've been on with your practice, going from agency to agency or shiny object to shiny object, and to finally start getting traction with your marketing. Before you go, let me just talk about a couple examples of doctors we've been able to help with this system. Dr. Mackenzie in New Brunswick, Canada started this system in December of 2020 and added an additional 286,000 Canadian dollars to her practice from December to July. Dr. Gerges started in February of 2020, and his first year he had a 7x ROI. And 7 months into 2021, he let me know that they had closed an additional $115,000 just from the Facebook side, just from turning on that Facebook faucet and letting it flow into their sink. And these are just 2 stories from dozens of satisfied clients who've had an awesome experience working with OrthoPatients. Now, the good news is we've got 2 separate ways for you to implement this. If you've got more time and you want to learn how to do all of this yourself, manage the sink, turn on the faucets, and book the appointments yourself on your schedule, we've got a course and a training program that can walk you through that, where you can ask questions every step along the way and also just watch videos to implement everything. If that sounds like it's up your alley, just book a call and we'll talk to you about it. If you're not really wanting to get your hands dirty and you just want us to turn this on in 2 to 3 weeks, we've got a team of experts that can do that for you virtually overnight, and you will see new patients start flowing in through each of those faucets. Now, just a couple things before you leave. The first one is that we have an ROI guarantee attached to our services. If you sign up and start using our services, you have our guarantee that our services will work for you and you'll get everything you paid us back and more. Secondly, in order to maintain a high level of service for every single client that comes on board, we only bring on 4 clients every single month. So we hope you are one of those clients, but please don't delay. Book a call and we'll talk to you as soon as we can and hopefully get this system set up for you within the next 2 weeks. Thanks so much, and we will see you on the other side.